Hey Internet, my name is James and welcome to another set of satisfying stories. As always, I find only the tastiest stories of bad people doing horrible things. We're diving back into the entitled parents category today, because let's be honest, these stories are just too juicy and I love reading these. I promise I'll do a category that I haven't done yet in the next video. We have our happy little clouds up, so it looks like we're ready to go. Sit back, get comfortable, and let's enjoy some satisfying stories. Angry Entitled Mother in the Emergency Room by Gizmo Girly 41786. So a little backstory. I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer last year and had to have a full thyroidectomy. Basically, I had my entire thyroid taken out. Now, one of the complications is a calcium deficiency, which unfortunately I ended up having. I have to take calcium pills every day, and sometimes if my levels get too low, I have to go to the hospital to get a calcium IV. After my surgery, I had to stay an extra 4 days and was transferred to the intensive care unit and hooked up to a heart monitor, so that should tell you how bad it can get. I was getting off work and not feeling my best. The biggest symptom I look out for is an intense tingling in my hands, feet, and face. Sometimes I feel it very little, and I pay it no mind, because usually it goes away, but this tingling was intense. I knew I was in trouble, so I made my way to the emergency room after my doctor advised me to do so. By the time I got there, I was very disoriented and dizzy. I stumbled into the ER and was told to wait as someone else was already checking in. There at the check-in was the entitled mother and her little boy. They finished and went to sit down. As they passed me, the boy smiled at me, and I smiled back. The mom was more focused on going to sit down. No big deal. So I checked in, got my hospital bracelet, and sat down to wait. The waiting room only had about 7 people in it, including me, so I knew I wouldn't be waiting too long. I got called into triage after the entitled mother and her son. I told them what was wrong with me while they took my vitals. Then I was sent back into the waiting room to wait for a bed. Now I'm guessing that was the deciding point on who was next, because my name was called about 10 minutes later. This sweet male nurse even put his arm around me when he noticed how wobbly I was. He did offer me a wheelchair, but I declined. He started to lead me away when I heard a loud, "What the heck?" I looked over to see the entitled mother marching over to us. Now, I was really out of it at this point, so I don't remember word for word, so I'll just give the gist of everything. She stormed over to us, demanding to know why I was going in first when her son was very, very sick. She pointed to her son who, along with the rest of the waiting room, was watching a helicopter land outside. Now, I found out later that they were transferring a patient to UCLA Medical, if you were curious. The entitled son was in complete awe and yelling about how cool it was. Yeah, he was totally worse than me. The nurse shook his head and started to lead me off. The entitled mother blocked his way and insisted that I go sit back down so her poor baby can get treated, continuing to rant that I looked fine and was obviously faking. The receptionist actually stood up and firmly told her to sit down. The entitled mother protested, but ended up going back to sit. Now, the ER had a few private rooms, and right outside in the halls are more beds. You'll know why this is important in a bit. I was led into a private room, and a few minutes later, I was in a hospital gown and getting blood drawn to check my calcium levels. As I waited for the results, I relaxed in my bed. Side note, who else loves the warm blankets that they give you? And while I was there, I watched Netflix on my phone. I heard the nurse directing someone to the bed in the hall right outside my room. Guess who it was? Now, I was watching a funny movie, so I was giggling a lot. The entitled mother, however, took that as proof as I was faking my illness. She started calling me a liar and how disgusted she was that I would stoop so low to get attention. She was being very sneaky about taunting me, doing it only when there was no staff around. She wasn't worth a second of my time, so I ignored her and continued to watch and enjoy Netflix. Now, from reading all these stories, I'm surprised that she didn't actually yank my phone away, declaring that her son needed it more than me. The whole time, the entitled mother just glared at me like I was a demon. The doctor came in, very concerned, and told me he was admitting me right away and a nurse would be by in bed to take me to my room. My calcium at that point was 7.8 and it should have been between 9 and 10. As they wheeled me out, I saw that the entitled mother was being given discharge papers. Her son just had a nasty cough from a cold. I gave her the best smug look I could and said, "Still think I'm faking, you hag?" I waved and was wheeled away from her too fast for her to respond. My mom came as I got settled upstairs and I told her everything about the entitled mother, including what I said to her. We had a huge laugh about it and I ended up staying in the hospital for 3 days. Her son was no problem at all, considering he was completely oblivious to all of it. I hope he grows up to be a good person, unlike his hag of a mother. To end this on a good note, I just passed 7 months cancer-free, so yay! Congratulations, OP. Come on, everyone, give a round of applause. A round of applause, everyone. 7 months cancer-free is amazing. I hope that the number of days cancer-free continue to stack up and you stay healthy, happy, and strong. Having to deal with an entitled mother when you were that sick definitely sucks. It sounded like you had it handled well, and you definitely put that mother in her place. Hag indeed. Entitled mother tells me to apologize for winning first place, and then tries to steal my backpack. A story by Russ7J7. So, I'm a pretty good speech and debater, not to brag. Recently, at a speech and debate tournament, it's a pretty big one, called the Jack Rabbit Jamboree, I got first place in original oratory. Now, I was congratulated a lot because this meant I would go to the Tournament of Champions in Tennessee. But not everyone was happy. We open on an award ceremony where I've just won. I'm sitting there like a bench boy with tears in my eyes when a very white, Karen, walks towards me. "Great job." "Oh, thank you so much. So, how did you write your speech so well?" "Oh, I just wrote what I was passionate about. My speech was on why letting anger out is good." "Oh, well, how did you cheat off my daughter then?" "What?" "My daughter had the same topic." "Yeah, not cool, dude." "But she got third and you got first, so how did you cheat?" Miss, I'm sorry, you must be mistaken. I've been using this speech all year." "Listen, kid, I know a lie when I hear one." Sophia, my girlfriend, interrupts us to add her 2 cents. "Miss, I can confirm what he's saying is true. Your daughter just didn't do as well as us." Sophia got second in the event. "Oh, of course you back him up. You go to his school." "What the fork does that mean? He didn't cheat off your daughter's speech. He hasn't heard it up until the final rounds." "Well, maybe he heard it before in past tournaments." "What school are you guys from?" Marina High School. It's in California." This bench is from California, where I haven't gone in a year and is accusing me of cheating. Alright, okay. There really is a misunderstanding here. I can assure you, in my book of morals, cheating is one of the lowest things I can do. Alright, but I still want you to apologize for it. For what? For getting first by cheating. We don't mind, but just say you're sorry. Miss, I won fair and square. Please don't make this a problem. Like hell you won fair and square? Listen, I've been doing this for 2 years and I know a cheater when I see one. I don't even think we used the same topic, and I've never seen you before. It doesn't matter. You're a cheater. I was gonna travel to Orange County and hug her. I wanted to forkin' hug her. Listen, just say you're sorry, and we'll be on our way. If you didn't cheat, it shouldn't be a problem anyway. It's not that. It's because you're accusing me of cheating off your daughter's completely different script. Just say sorry and we'll believe you, okay? I was so done with this bench and just wanted to go home and play R6 to celebrate. Fine. Sorry. Sophia and I head outside, and I'm about to drive her home when all of a sudden... Where's your backpack? Oh, shirt! I forgot it inside. I'll be right back. Let me come with you. We walk back inside when we see Entitled Kid and Entitled Mom looking through my stuff and taking my things. Entitled Kid nabs my Mac, and Entitled Mom takes the hard copy of my speech. Shirt was about to go down. What the fork do you think you're doing? Getting justice? She didn't even have the same topic as him. It doesn't matter. I should have gotten first. So that's what this is about? Some petty bullshit? You got third out of like 120 people. You should be proud. Fork you. I thought that people like Entitled Kid only existed in movies. She reminded me so much of Regina George. Then the tournament staff came in to contain the situation. What seems to be the problem here, guys? Now, I've read enough of Entitled Parents to know that when in a situation of this sort, I should speak first. This woman has accused me of cheating and is currently taking my belongings. He's a liar, and he did cheat. This is justification. Well, how about this? Entitled Kid, show me your speech, and Preston, that's me, show me your paper. He reads over our papers while Entitled Mother has this smug little smile over her bench face. These papers aren't even close, ma'am. These are about two different things. Ugh. Mom, we tried our best. Let's just go. Put my stuff back first. Fine, honey, put his stuff back. Hey, shirthead, the speech too. Entitled Mother reluctantly listened to Sophia, but she ripped it first. Thank you so much, tournament staff person. No worries, this happens every year. This ain't the first one. Holy moly, there is a lot to unpack here. How delusional do you have to be that you think someone must have cheated because they beat your poor little baby in a debate competition? I know that these are serious business and there are often scholarships on the line, but damn, Karen, pull it together. Third out of 120 people is really good and nothing to sniff at. Hopefully they learned the errors of their ways, but I doubt it. Well, that's going to do it for today. Hopefully you found these stories just as satisfying as I did. If you like what you watched, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, and sure, why not try that notification bell as well, so you know when the next one goes up. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.